Hey, it's the Tenderloin guy with Mrs. Tenderloin. We are taking a road trip today up to Muncie, Indiana.
Yay!
One of our favorite restaurants, our favorite breakfast spot in Muncie by Hand and Fork. So come on along and take a road trip with us. Okay, we have arrived at by Hand and Fork on North Wheeling Avenue here in Muncie, Indiana. We just love this place, and Muncie is kind of a sea of chain restaurants, and it's so refreshing to see a locally owned, independent restaurant doing fresh food, home-cooked food, and putting their own special touches on traditional recipes. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but first of all, Holly, tell us what you're starting off with this morning.
So I love their mimosas here. They have a mimosa flight that has a variety of juices mixed with dry champagne, and that's really awesome. One of their signature items is a seasonal mimosa, and this is the apple cider mimosa for fall. It is delicious. The glass is rimmed with caramel and covered with some kind of cinnamon sugar, and then the apple cider mixed with the champagne. So it's fantastic and very enjoyable.
So they have fresh mimosas every day of the week, I believe. And what's the thing with the fresh squeezed orange juice?
Oh, they have this awesome orange juicer out front, one of the old-fashioned style where they cut the oranges in half and it mechanically juices them. It's fun to watch, and it's fresh squeezed orange juice, so you can't go wrong.
All right, so we've ordered our food, and we're going to wait till it comes to tell you what it is, but very excited about trying it. And we may try a couple of surprises while we're here today.
That's right.
So once again, we're coming to you live from By Hand and Fork in Muncie, Indiana. All right, our food has arrived. We've ordered a couple of our favorites off the menu, and you know, we live about an hour and 20 minutes away from here, but we're kind of regulars here, aren't we? We drive up on special occasions. So Holly, talk about what you ordered today.
So they have a chicken and waffles special, and my heart is stuck with the carrot cake waffle, and I will tell you a little bit about the story behind that. We were driving in Muncie for another event and happened to look up at the sign, and it said carrot cake waffles, and I'm a carrot cake fan anyway, and that really caught my attention. We couldn't stop at that moment, but we came back and we tried it, and that's pretty much what I order any other time. And you have to understand, when it comes to breakfast, I'm more of a savory person. I do omelets, different kinds of toast, things like that, but you know it's got to be special if I order something sweet for breakfast like this, and that is the chicken and waffles with the carrot cake waffle.
Carrot cake waffle. So that's one of those traditional dishes they do here that has a little bit of a twist to it.
Right. They put the carrot cake batter right on the waffle iron, and it comes out like a waffle. It's great.
And I kind of enjoy experimenting with different foods and so on, but not so much at breakfast. When it comes to breakfast, I tend to be really traditional. So for my breakfast this morning, I chose a country fried steak skillet. And you know, country fried steak is the cousin to the breaded tenderloin.
Of course, as we all know.
So let me pull this up here so you can see it. So you've got your fried egg up here. And underneath the fried egg, you've got a nice sized country fried steak. And then you've got cheese and hash browns on the bottom. This is a great breakfast, and when I eat this for breakfast, I really don't need to eat the rest of the day. I might have popcorn or something in the evening. So tell you what, we are going to eat our meal and then come back and talk to you for a little bit more. And we have a very special treat. We're going to interview the owner of By Hand and Fork here in Muncie, Indiana. So we'll be right back. Holly has a little bit of an after breakfast treat. What you got there, Miss Holly?
So this is another one of the Hand and Fork mimosas. This is a very special and unique one called the cotton candy mimosa.
Oh man, that looks good.
And it is just, it's so much fun, more for the visual presentation than anything else, but it does taste really good. So I'm going to do the fireworks display here for you. It's kind of fun. So you take the little piece of cotton candy off the edge. I was going to save this for a little later, but it's starting to disintegrate, so I wanted to get it right now. So you just kind of put it into the glass. Isn't that lovely? All the bubbles start coming up, and It's so fun, and I don't know any place else that has something like this in Indiana or
Right.
any place else. But it's just a little extra fun treat for your breakfast.
They have,
Or anytime.
or anytime, that's right. They have some interesting mimosas. I'm going to open their menu here. Um, so they have seasonal mimosas. In February, they have sweethearts. You know those little sweetheart candies with the messages on. They have sweetheart mimosas. March is the leprechaun mimosa. Summer's dream is June through August. Apple cider October and November. And December, I don't recall seeing this
Yeah,
one.
I saw that when I looked at the menu. We're gonna have to come back in December.
Eggnog mimosas. So those are their specialty mimosas. They also have pineapple, mango, peach, strawberry, banana, grape, black cherry, cranberry, ruby red grapefruit, pear, and watermelon cherry. And you've had the watermelon, right?
They have a watermelon rancher mimosa that's really fun.
So if you're from the Muncie area or used to live here, a little history behind this building. In the late 70s or early 80s, this building was built as a Sambo's restaurant. How many of y'all remember the Sambo's restaurants? Do you remember that at all?
No, that was before my time.
That was kind of a that was before your time. That was kind of an unfortunate name for a restaurant, and they got a lot of backlash. And Sambo's finally went out, and then it became a Jerry's. Remember the Jerry's restaurants? Those were kind of a Frisch's type knockoff. Big in the South, and I think they came to Muncie because so many of us are transplanted
Well, that makes a lot of
from
sense.
Kentucky and Tennessee.
Sure.
So it was Jerry's for a few years. It didn't do very well. A couple of other things. I'm thinking its previous iteration, it was an Eva's Pancake House.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it was when I was at Ball State.
So if you picture that building, this is where By Hand and Fork is. This is their second year in business, if I'm correct.
That sounds right.
And
We'll have to check with Laura here in a second.
We will. And like Holly mentioned, we stumbled on them by accident. We were up here playing for Fairy Sprites and Lights at Minnetrista and just drove by. It's by far our favorite restaurant in Muncie.
Absolutely.
Everything is homemade. Everything is good. I love the little twists they put on things. So, By Hand and Fork. We're going to take a tour of the building here in a few minutes. But before that, we're going to take a few minutes and sit down and chat with Laura, the owner, one of the owners of By Hand and Fork, about her vision to happen.
What's the brainchild and what caused By Hand and Fork to happen? Well, I never saw myself into the restaurant field ever. I never thought I would own a restaurant, but my fiance's been in the restaurant business his entire life. Kind of offered me into a business deal with him, and here I am, stuck in here. So, why Muncie? We picked Muncie. We were looking in multiple areas, Indianapolis area, Dayton, Ohio area. And Muncie just happened to pop up on a search one day and really liked the restaurant itself. Came around the area, liked the area. People were very, very friendly here, so we knew it'd probably be a really good fit for us.
On the menu.
What's my favorite thing on the menu? Obviously chicken and waffles. That's like my favorite thing. Can't go wrong with that. It's a spicy cornmeal waffle. It has green chilies and actually real pieces of corn in it. And we also make our orange marmalade and strawberry butter in-house, so it's a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spicy. We do hand bread our chicken tenders here. Everything is very fresh. It's delicious. Most popular menu item, I'm going to choose two, one for breakfast, one for lunch. For sure, our breakfast menu item that's the most popular is a carrot cake waffle, because I don't think people see that many places, and it's just, who doesn't like carrot cake waffle? So second one would be our gyro. We season the meat here. Everything's brought in. We cut and season here in-house. Everything's very fresh. And my fiance is Greek, so who better to make a traditional Greek gyro than a real Greek? So what's the best part about owning the restaurant is the people. I love people. Even out of the most stressful days, you'll get a regular that comes in and just knows how to put a smile on your face, and it makes you realize why you love doing what you do and why we're here. So the most challenging thing about owning a restaurant, can we count COVID here or no?
Sure, absolutely. Yes.
COVID has been very challenging, but God is good, and numbers are starting to climb back to pre-COVID. But on a general note, obviously is finding very good employees. I call it my team. I'm very big on having a good, friendly team. So we've been really blessed for the past year. We have a very steady team, and I'm really thankful to God for that. So what makes Hand and Fork stand out from all of the other restaurants in Muncie, which we all know there's a ton of restaurants in Muncie? I would say it's our hospitality. I really feel like we do quality food here. Everything that we serve, most of it is completely made in the house, and it's top-notch quality. But I think the thing that really sets us apart is we have very friendly service here. That's a requirement when we hire you. You have to be very clean and very friendly. So we really emphasize guest service here. So that's probably, I think our guest service is bar none the best around. So. Okay. Hi, my name's Laura. I'm from By Hand and Fork Restaurant here in Muncie, Indiana. The address is 1617 North Willing Avenue. You can find us Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. The only day we're going to be closed is Christmas Day. Our social media outlets are Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can also go to our website at byhandandfork.com.